And we're back.
We're back.
Welcome.
We are live.
Back to Monday Cinema Club. It's Monday, 3 p.m. So we're back from our week off break, and I am Dante Bosco.
I'm Alice Rahmatullah. For my Chinese fans, yeah. What are you shocking? For my Chinese fans, 大家好，我叫 Alice， 欢迎来到我们的电影俱乐部。For my Uyghur fans, yaxshimsizlar bizning kino klubimizga kelganlar, xush kelibsiz. For everybody, what's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all? Welcome. This is Monday Cinema
Welcome
Club.
to Monday Club.
Thank you everybody that's tuning in right now. Elise Parm, Little Blue Boy, Addie Week 7.
Okay.
Oklajan, True Jacob, what's up? Nikki Every Time, what's poppin'?
Did I wear my sunglasses? I can't read.
Are you
Or is
getting
it too
old?
far? Huh?
P Styles 208, what's up, P Styles? My man Pop Like Paul, let's go. So for people that don't know, every Monday, me and Alice, we do Monday Cinema Club. What's kind of like
a book club.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask me, do you guys watch the film at the time, like streaming? Because, I mean, obviously no, because we only have 1 hour streaming. So we watch the film in advance, and then we discuss the film in hours. So we just exchange our POVs.
Yeah,
you know?
and we bring people in that watch the film. Whereas a lot of you guys out there watch the film from all over the world, which is crazy.
It's amazing. Like, people just like sending a text like, hey, I watched this film, like, let's do this, that. Like, I love the people just being like super interact and super like involved with this Monday Cinema Club. This is not only show for Dante and I create. I feel like this is a show for all the people, all the filmmakers, whoever love the film.
And film lovers.
Film lovers, exactly. So no matter where you from, no matter what country do you live, so send me a DM or just give me recommendations, anything. So we absolutely will involve or will consider your thoughts and your notes. So
And today
we are discussing Imitation of Life.
what was that? Do you think you don't understand what you just said? I'm writing and think you just said some crazy stuff.
I said Imitation of Life.
Imitation of Life.
You know how like boxings, like they do that, like
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day.
And
Did you understand?
A little bit.
Did you understand
Not that well, I'll tell you the truth.
Boring.
But this is
So this is a film called Imitation of Life. So
and
what's up with the film?
why did we do it for Mother's Day?
Well, I mean, this is a mother lead, woman lead, mother and the daughter relationship film. So this film, we're talking about the 1959. So there is another version of this white and black OG one.
Black and white.
Black and white OG.
We say black and white in America. We don't say white and black. We say black and white.
What's the matter? Like, it's the same thing. White and black, black and white. Is it the same thing?
It is the same thing, but it's different. So we're gonna continue with the story.
What's up with
Shout out to all the Avatar fans out there, all the hearts. We love it. Thank you so much. We are discussing a movie today called Imitation of Life. We started this because we're movie makers, we're filmmakers. We write, direct, star in movies. We're writing some stuff now. So we started this whole adventure over a year ago because we were just watching things to inspire us, and we decided since we were in the COVID to talk to you guys about it. And now it's turned a whole thing where we can talk to great people out there. Dee's Knees 420 with the what's up, Denise? Hope you got to watch the movie this week.
She did.
So this week is Imitation of Life. This one, show me the poster real quick. We missed it. Okay, so
Dante doesn't want me to sit next to him. He was
no, I want you
over there on that corner.
Sit on the other side of the camera.
So other side of the camera, as long as they can hear your voice and they don't want to see your face.
I don't want to see your face.
That's what you.
So let's talk about Imitation of Life. No, I'm kind of excited to see this. We were looking for films to do for Mother's Day. This film kept coming up. It's an older film. This is a cinema classic. It's starring.
Absolutely starring with Lana Turner.
Starring Lana Turner. Suzie
Kohner.
Sandra Dee, which is a big 50 star. Lana Turner's a big 50 star. Juanita Moore.
Juanita. Why is that pronounced Juanita? My question. I was about to pronounce it Juan.
No, it's not Juana because
it's
a Spanish name.
Oh.
J, it becomes
Silent.
like an H or
Silent.
like a W or A, like Juanita.
Jose. Juanita Moore. Yes. Jose.
Jose is Jose.
Okay. All right.
I'm teaching this Uyghur girl Spanish right now. But Mother's Day. Yes, shout out to Ursa. Shout out to Zuko's mom for sure. This is a story like that. It's a very people. Well, this film is daughters and mothers, and it's troubled relationships.
Troubled relationship. And do you want to start?
No, I want you to start. This was ladies first.
Oh, since when? Hello.
Since right now.
Since when? Ladies first. Did you guys hear that? Ladies first. Wow.
This movie was a doozy, boy.
Somebody learned something.
How heavy was this movie?
Super heavy.
On Mother's Day. If you have issue with your mom,
watch this film.
It's gonna tear your heart out.
It is like, okay, let's watch it. Directed by Douglas Sirk. How do you pronounce this?
Douglas Sirk.
Douglas Sirk. Douglas Sirk. I'm trying to pronounce it perfectly.
They won Oscars.
Douglas
Guess
Sirk.
what? Oscars.
Well, of course, Golden Globe Award for Best
Okay, forget
Supporting
Golden Globe
Actress.
right now.
Why? Golden Globe
Because
is not important?
There's a whole cancel culture on Golden Globes right now. Sorry, Golden Globes. But Golden Globes are great. Of course, I would like to win one. But Oscar to Susan Kohner for Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress.
And Best Actress in a Supporting Role.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't win. They're nominees. Nominee Juanita Moore for Best Actor. Mm-hmm. But the winner of a Golden Globe, you're right, is Susan Kohner for playing the daughter. Mm-hmm. Well, look, we're getting into it. It's crazy.
We're getting to those legitimates. So, movie.
The movie. Let's get to the movie.
Movie is great. All right, wrap it up.
No. So this is a movie about a quick synopsis if you didn't watch the movie.
Okay.
It's a movie about. It's basically about two mothers and two daughters that end up living together by perchance. And
white single mother.
Right. So, and it also has to do a lot of race. There's a white single mother. There's a black single mother, and they both have daughters. And the daughter, the African American lady played by Juanita Moore, who plays Annie. Her daughter is passing as white. She's so light skinned, she passes as white. And the issues of that. This is 1959, and of course, racial relations are what they are today. Imagine what they were in 1959. And this is a remake of a film I think that was made in the 40s.
It's illegal.
So, this film is about mother-daughter relationships or mother-child relationships, and race, and class, and romance, and ambition, and I mean, this is heavy, boy. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay, so
1934. The original was 1934.
34, yes, it's a black and white film, and Susan Kohner and then Juanita Moore, Juanita Moore.
Put some respect on her name.
Oh my
Juanita.
God, stop being so chicken. And who plays Annie and Sarah. So I'm just gonna say the character name. Sarah and Annie become a best friend because by accidentally their daughters are they met by accident and they become a best friend. So I love the opening. The opening is the best opening ever. Like, I love that old films, they give the credits first and roll down the credits, and then they open the beautiful, like, I mean, not beautiful, but it's overcrowded summer.
What about those diamonds
beach.
at the beginning?
Yes, the old diamond. Like, I love diamonds. Who doesn't love the diamonds? My lucky stone is diamonds.
What you think about aquamarine?
Huh?
What you think about an aquamarine?
What's up with that?
You know, it's a stone. It's pretty.
So random.
Girls don't want to know nothing but diamonds. What you think about a peridot, huh? There's all kinds of other stones out there.
Alright, diamond is the most expensive, but what? Look it up. April, Aries, lucky stone is diamond. Alright, the point is not about the diamond, okay? God.
Keep going.
What are you doing? I absolutely forgot what we're talking about.
You're in the beginning of the movie. You like
okay,
the
beginning of the movie. Okay, the opening was so nice. It's a slow camera moment, and then was that Sarah? She was like looking for her daughter because it's overcrowded beach, and she lost her daughter. And the opening, and you slowly see her face, and the camera follows.
There's a lot of people on that beach.
And
There's a lot of people on that beach.
We see
Pre-COVID.
the shoe steps.
Way pre-COVID, that beach was packed.
I'm pretty sure some parts of the country COVID like right now is still like something like that. Anyways, so we see the footsteps, and then like we as audience immediately dragging into that crowded, hot summer time. So and then we saw the location, and then the bridge said, "Where is the ocean?"
Coney Island,
Coney
1947.
Island. Coney Island, 1947. It's beautiful. And then the cutted to there is a photographer who's taking picture. Photographer, yes. What did I say?
You said photographer.
Photographer. It's the same thing, right?
Kinda.
It's the same thing. And so it's a great transaction as a filmmaker. It's a very like clever decision to introduce the photographer, introduce this character, introduce this world. After that, right away in page 10 to 15, if you read the script, we know the character goal, like both of the goals. Like one of them is widow and they don't have a home, and another one is she has something to do. She needs to go home, but she can't take this woman. And somehow
You love the setup. The setup was great.
The setup is beautifully set up. And then as soon as we learn more about this character, and then we know their backstories, we know that what's going on, we know this why their character acts the way they are, and explains so
romance
much.
gets happening in the beginning, but
and
then
the romance happening in the beginning
with Steve,
and then with Steve, nicest guys in the town.
Steve getting his heart broken every time he come around. He can't come around there.
I will say Steve is a lucky charm. Every time he shows up, she has either phone calls or audition calls or has something Italy.
Something, but he spoiler alert, he gets her at the end. But it took him like 20 years. But still. But the real juicy stuff don't happen till the kids grow up.
Yes. I was like in the beginning of the 20 minutes of the movie, are we watching the same movie? The movie we're talking about the mixed race woman who's scared of her identity and she's ashamed of it. Is that a movie we're talking about? It's like, yes, it is. But it doesn't happen until the kids grow up. That's right. However, why the movie started, like a lot of people, like especially modern filmmakers, like as us, like we look at the problems, like daily problems or anything, like we writing a script as like surface level. We don't give it enough. What is this? What is this?
I don't know.
Something.
What are you doing?
Oh, this shadow comes up. I thought someone had hacked our phone again. Anyways, we don't look at the problem in the beginning. Like, why is that happen? What is the issue? What is the bottom issue? So that's why this is great writing, great director, because of they start the problem with their kids.
Okay, let's get to the juicy part of the story.
Is
two daughters.
The two daughters become a best friend, but this lady who has the biggest issues of her identity. What the hell is wrong with her?
She's living in America. It's hard.
Period.
And especially during that time, there's a lot, so just a quick one. The one side, the child passing for white, does not want to be black. Every time her mom comes around, ruins her life. She just hates it. She's trying to it gets really bad. She's dating a guy, finds out she's black, she gets beaten. She's constantly trying to like distance herself from who she is. And it's horrible to see. I'm sure it went on a lot in those days. I'm sure it still goes on today. And to be ashamed of who you are is a very horrible thing. But
I hope it doesn't happen right now.
And then with the other daughter, she ends up falling in love with she's got distance from mom, doesn't have time for her. She ends up falling in love with the person her mom's in love with. And that's a wreck. But I was saying there's a weird thing about it. Like, the mother, Sarah, who's Lora...
Lora Kohner.
No. The main woman. What's her name?
Lora Turner.
Lana Turner. You know, she's ambitious. Every time she's really in love with this guy that she ends up getting in, but she keeps on putting him off because she's ambitious for her life and her career, stage, movie, everything, and she's also putting off her child. You know, it's horrible. It's hard to empathize with the daughter who's trying to pass because it's just horrible to kind of like treat your mother that way and treat yourself that way, but also she has that same kind of ambition, you know, to a degree.
Yes, I mean, who? Lana Turner?
No, the daughter, Sarah Kohner.
Kohner. I mean, no, Sandra Dee.
Not Sandra Dee. Do you know who we're talking about? Sarah Jane. Suzanne. Yeah. Oh, the Lana Turner's character name is Lora Meredith. Miss Meredith, that's right. We're getting confused up here. This is the old school movies, but it was. Should we bring other people in and talk about it? Then we can jump into it more.
Before we jump into what is your favorite scene?
These are horrible scenes. Horrible.
Like what is
scenes.
not as like favorite scene is the best scene, feeling good scene. I'm talking about the favorite scene equal.
Most memorable scene.
What is the like strongest scene? You think that's what moment?
I mean, one is the funeral. The funeral at the end when the daughter comes. I mean, it's horrible. You know, you knew she was gonna come because spoiler alert, the mother dies. She disses her mom. Super disses her. Pretends like she was her maid in front of some just random chick that she probably doesn't even care about today. And she even's like, you know, pretending she's her maid, and I mean that's horrible. And then she like mouths, you know, okay, bye. They're crying, you know, I gotta go, and she's like, bye. And then she just mouths mama, but she doesn't say it loud. That killed me. And then when she comes at the funeral, of course, Mahalia Jackson, one of the greatest gospel singers of all time, they got her in the film singing, and it was really emotional. And then when the daughter comes at the end and she's trying to stop
how many
everybody,
scenes are you talking
that's
about?
my mom.
This is just one scene.
And we actually read in the trivia thing that was crazy. Lana Turner, the actual actress playing the mother, the white mother in the movie, this movie hits so home, like close to home for her. The crazy thing is her daughter, back in these days before she did this movie, her daughter stabbed and killed her boyfriend at the time due to abuse and all this kind of stuff. And that made like a big rift between her and her daughter. And so I guess during the funeral scene, it was so personal to her. She was like a wreck and cried. They couldn't even get her out of her trailer because it was too close. Dude, sometimes art and reality intersects too crazy. What about yours?
My favorite scene is when Sandra Dee, that plays Suzie, she helps her mom bring.
She plays Suzie.
She brings the cocktail shrimp and then bring it to the.
No, that's Sandra
family.
Dee. That's Susan Kohner playing Sarah.
Yes, Lora, who plays the Lora.
Yeah.
Lora, yes.
When she's like pretending like she put on the southern accent.
And then just bring it to the cocktail shrimp, and then it's just like, oh, this is who I am. Are you guys happy now? Are you guys happy? Like forcing me to the being, like owning up who I am, and just put the cocktail shrimp and then left. And then Sarah Jan, who played Suzanne, who plays the Sarah, it's like, hold on 1 second, let me talk to this.
No, that's Lana Turner.
Lana Turner. Oh, sorry. Lana Turner. I'm sorry, Lana Turner. Alright, stop being animated characters. Stop. And then she went back to the kitchen. She was like, listen to me carefully, lady. Like, yes, this is a society. This is what was going on, like racism, all the things. But have you get experience in my roof and under my roof? Have I treat you unfairly? Have I treat you this? Then respect this family house rules. Don't be like, put yourself in there. Don't shame of yourself. Don't push it away. Like, respect this and then accept the love you're receiving. That's my favorite scene, favorite dialogue, and then she just shut it down. Like,
no, that's a great scene.
I mean, that's a great scene. It's a strong scene. And it's a strong scene. Do you think that scene can play in this modern world?
Yeah, of course. I think she's spitting facts, so I think it could be played in this modern day. What's trippy to me when I was watching the film, this is 1959, so 1959 is somewhere, 60 years ago?
Yeah, it's right around you born. All right, let's do it.
All right. No, it's right around 60 years ago, 60 plus years ago. I mean, this is heavy to watch today. You're like, oh my God, I'm tripping out watching it.
It is.
Could you imagine people going to a theater 65 plus years ago watching this movie?
This film and an experience.
Be like,
emotional roller coasters.
I mean, and race. And like, I mean, could be like dangerous. You know?
I mean, I'm happy like Universal picked this and they shot this film and then put it on the audience, like educating everybody. Like, this is happening, like not like all this racist things doesn't exist in this society. Like nobody produced or nobody tell this story. So this, I mean, you said it's been like 50 years, like
60 plus years.
60 plus years. So much the world changed, but my defense is world never did change. World was always like this, ruthless, like racism, all the things still exist. World never changed.
It has changed.
The change is human change.
Oh, humans have changed. No, humans have changed.
We as a human, we educated ourselves. We accepted. We forgive. We as a human, we changed. World never changed. World always be like this. Like we living in the ruthless, dark world. But human didn't change. Human changed.
We're gonna get into bringing some people inside here. Calvin, what's up? And Elisa, what's going on? Happy Asian American Month.
I was getting too hard, huh?
No, this is one of those things.
Okay.
Emily, what's going on? Journey,
Hi, Emily.
how you doing? So, let's do our first VIP guest, and then we'll bring other people in. Who's the VIP guest today?
Okay.
You can always become a VIP guest by DMing Alice early. Let her know you watched the film and you want to say something about the movie.
Okay. So our first VIP guest is our old friend,
the Manta Ray.
The Manta Ray.
The Manta Ray.
And also, we have a last VIP guest is Nicole, because last week was her birthday.
Oh no, really?
So we missed our Monday Cinema Club, and she's gonna be our.
So she'll be our last.
Yes.
She'll be our last guest, but we're bringing people in between. The Manta Ray, how are you doing?
Rage, how are you?
Yeah.
I love that purple lipstick.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. I love the purple too.
How was your Mother's Day?
It was really good. It was simple, but it was good.
That's all you need. We obviously you were able to watch the movie this week. First time seeing the movie?
Yes.
Talk about it. How'd you feel about it?
It ripped my heart out, stomped on it a few times, and then fed it to the sharks.
It's a crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
It's so horrible and uncomfortable.
It is.
You know? What's your favorite moments or scenes or characters or anything?
Mainly it's one line. It's earlier in the movie, but it's when Annie is, talking about her daughter, and she says, how are you supposed to explain to a child that they were born to be hurt?
Ah, yes.
And
yes.
I had to stop the movie there for a second. Just like, I had to cry for a second.
I know. It's horrible.
Born to be hurt.
It's movies like this that they make me feel ashamed, because I know my ancestors in the past did things.
I know.
Just like, I hate that, and I want to change that, but
I think that changed little by little. I think we all are responsible in it wherever we are in our past and our family. I mean, there's a lot of change that needs to happen. I did read some things, not to feel less guilty as anybody out there, but it's like they said, like within in all species, like if one race can dominate another race, it does it like 9 out of 10 times, like every time. And I'm like, that's horrible to think. So even when I go home to, like, I'm Filipino, going home to the Philippines, it's like this whole things where we have help that you pay very, very little money. It's not slavery, but it's like almost. You're like, what are we like? Yeah, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do the classism? Why do we dominate other people in a way that is just inhuman?
Well, I mean, the classism. We're talking about the democracy. Now we're talking about the whole situation. Well, I mean, it's like that's what I said. Like, go back to my original, like my argue point is we, like, the world didn't change, human changed. Like, we did stupid things like in the back, and like even though in the high
we've
school
gotten better and we can't get
we
better.
did, yeah, of course, that's how humans are. That's why always, like, you want to be the better person than yesterday. That's the improvement. That's the every day you want to improve yourself. I mean, you make a mistake, yes, you did make a mistake 20 years ago, 10 years, doesn't mean you have to punish yourself the rest of your life, but doesn't mean you have to be that person for the rest of your life. So you just have to improve yourself, be better, be kind. I mean, that's how we learn. Sometimes you make a mistake without knowingly. Like, maybe in the 1940s, that's how society is, and then one of our ancestors or all family members didn't know that's illegal, like bad things to do.
Horrible. But it was just part of society. But what you were saying in this part of the film, which is so sad, that line was heavy when it hit.
It is heavy.
Think about, you know where we're going with the story. Like, the story is gonna get bad. There's like no way to go. So keep talking on other parts of the story and characters you love.
Well, I mean, the gowns were gorgeous, and just overall it was a very good movie, but I cried. I don't normally cry during movies. Actually, that's not true. I cry a lot.
It's very nice, especially around Mother's Day, to watch it, and you think about how you treat your mother in the good times and the bad times. I mean, we've all been jerks to our mothers.
I never been.
I doubt that. Especially mothers and daughters. I mean, sons and the mothers too, but mothers and daughters have a unique relationship, and these are two relationships in this film that were like both pretty heavy. I mean, of course, the race one is super heavy, and then even the one with the neglecting your daughter and then her falling for the guy you're in love with is like, yeah, this is crazy. That's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, that, like, two different mother displayed it very, like, distinguishedly. One of them is just like all her life, all her work, all about is I want to raise my child. Where I go, where I get the job, my child has to come with me. Like in the beginning, opening the movie, it's like, whatever the job I got, wherever the place I go, my child has to come with me. I have to be with my child 24/7, like very protective, very fragile. But another mother is, I'm raising my child, but at the same time, I'm chasing my dream. So it's very two different motherhood type, and in this place, the product they're raising, I mean, not product, child they're raising. So that's two different child comes up. One of them is very, like of tension, like of, she's like, where's my mother? I want to talk to her. I'm going through this emotional thing. I don't have my mother around me. But another one is, my mother always around me, like always top of me. I don't want to, like, I don't want to see her. Don't involve me. My life has to be my life. Like, overall, like, it's two different distinguished mother and a daughter.
I don't think overall you have to be one way or the other or whatnot. It's just, it shows you
balance
different aspects of things happening in a relationship with mothers and daughters.
Yeah. So we do always experience, like, our mothers.
Alice got a lot to talk about in this movie, by the way, man. Did you see that? She's, for sure, I'm gonna tell you the truth, she was hating the daughter, Sarah Kohner. She was, what's her name? Now I'm losing. Suzanne. They're all S's. Sarah. Her name's Susan Kohner. Her name.
Susan Kohner.
She was, when we got done with the movie, she was super pissed off. Even when she showed up at the funeral, she's like, it's too late.
Too late to apologize. I was like singing that song.
No, but her
no. Don't you dare touch your mother's dead body. Like, don't
dare. Be like that, Alice.
Don't you dare.
Don't be like that.
There is the people you should deserve. There's the people deserve a second chance.
She's young. She was only like 19, 20.
Dante, you were with me. Now you put me on the spot. Now you.
I'm just saying. No, it's not bad for you to feel that. I'm just saying. She was hyped up about, this chick ain't coming right now. No, why is she made a mistake, like she was trying to. That's not
a mistake. That's her lifestyle.
No, but
that's how her brain works, because the society, because of this, because of race. That's
I
how
know
she
we all
sees the
make
world.
mistakes. I hope everyone who's made a mistake within family and friend members out there that you get to make up before someone passes away because you don't want to carry that with you.
Exactly. When they passed away, move on. It's too late.
It's not too late. You can
The
still.
body's dead. You can't apologize that.
Manta Rage, this was.
Wait, I didn't hear you. My phone went off. Sorry.
Oh no.
Alright, it's fine. You didn't miss nothing.
No, we're just saying about then. So we talked a lot during this time. I apologize, Manta Rage, but anything
That's all
else
right.
you want to talk about the movie before you go?
Yeah.
It was interesting because I didn't know what to expect from the movie because I watched it on Prime, and the description of the movie was kind of like it didn't say much.
Yeah, no, just didn't say how heavy it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually expecting this to be like a rom-com or something
No.
because of all the films we just watched.
Oh.
So just when I got to the part where Sarah is given the black doll
Mm,
and she says, "I don't want that."
mm.
See,
It's
that's
like,
the problem. Like the happens in the when they like the kid. Okay, I shut up. He's kicking me right now.
I'm not kicking you.
Alice, you talking a lot. I'm shut up.
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
oh well, it just like movies like these are important.
Yeah,
They're heartbreaking because they're true.
it's true. I think
They were
we've
true.
been watching a lot of great movies, and a lot of movies make us laugh, but every now and then you got to watch one of these heavy movies that make you feel something and see something about the world, see something
Yes.
about ourselves.
Educate ourselves.
But this was a doozy, and I know we sprung a heavy one on people for Mother's Day with mothers. But Manta Rage, thank you so much for joining us. As
Thank you
always,
for watching the film.
have an amazing week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do have a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Do you two go to conventions together?
Not yet, but she might become. At this convention's come back, she might come to a few conventions with me, and she'll see if she likes it.
Am I invited?
Yeah, you're always
No,
invited.
don't they say I'm not allowed to go?
I'll keep her in a
Because
cage.
I would love to
Yeah.
meet you guys someday. So
No, I shook her. She's never been to a convention yet, but maybe
in the
she'll
States. In the States.
in the States. So maybe you make it out to the convention as things open up. Where's your area at?
I'm in Ukaipa, but LA is just right there.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah, so you'll probably see Alice Rahamatullah at a con this year sometime. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining.
thank you.
All right.
Manta Rage,
Bye.
always a pleasure.
All right, I'm gonna shut up. I don't want to.
No, I'm talking a lot too, but if you watch the movie and you want to talk about this film, debate the film, or just share your favorite moments or moments when you cried.
Debate with Alice.
You want to wrestle with Alice verbally here. Hashtag
mother.
Hashtag mother. Hashtag mother right now. Wolf, and what's up?
All right, before I debate, let me drink some water.
Avatar girl, how you doing? Jaden Englehart, what's poppin'? Thank you guys for joining us. Hashtag mother right now. We'll bring you in.
Mommy.
If you watched the movie
film.
Imitation of Life, and if you have something you want to say about it. I know there's some people out there. We're going to honor to you, El Trail 39. Denise, did you watch the movie, Denise? You want to talk about it?
She did.
Nicole, we see you.
You're
We're
supposed
gonna
to watch
bring.
it.
Oh my gosh, she put up in Juanita. Juanita for sure. Juanita.
Why Juanita? Denise.
She said mother. Juanita's one of the mothers. Monday Alice Debate Club. Exactly, Brit.
Monday's Alice
NJ
Debate
Stone.
Club.
That's what we're talking about. Denise in the house.
Oh my gosh, guys!
How was your
Happy
Mother's Day?
Monday. I'm a cat mom, so it was great. It was good.
Happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Yeah, me and my cat celebrated it well. It was good.
Aw.
Yeah, it was a sweet time.
How about this movie, though, Denise? How about this movie,
How about this
though?
movie?
Guys, you can't make me cry at like noon.
This is the first time you watched this movie?
Yeah, and I was like, man, I have, shit to do today, but no, not anymore, because this movie
I
happened.
emotionally collapsed. And
This movie's
walked around.
a heavy one. Sometimes during these older movies, Alice is like really kind of restless watching it, like trying to get through it. This one, she was like in here. She was invested early.
Yeah, man, because it's a lot of heavy stuff. It is a lot of heavy stuff in here for sure. I am a huge sucker for these old time movies, mainly because of just how it looks. Everything about this movie is just...
Yeah, I love the old films, like in general. Like they like
the
in the
wardrobe
beginning,
and the set design is so
like,
good.
The girls is always dressed up, classy.
Lana Turner's jewelry in this whole movie was insane.
I read that their jewelry was real jewelry. The producer, the way he did it, it was like he likes real flowers and real jewelry, and so the jewelry in the film was like $1 million for those days, which is crazy.
That's insane, dude. Especially for those times. Like, this movie in general was a, like, classic movie, dude. Like, this is an epic classic movie. And I'm going to start out by just saying that the beginning of that movie sets up for the whole rest of the movie. Like, it's her daughter being lost. Lana Turner being too engaged in her life to know where the hell her daughter is.
Oh, damn!
And then Juanita, of course, loving on both of them. And then you have young Susan Kohner. I can't remember her name. Suzie? Was it Suzie? Sarah. Damn it.
One Sarah, one Susie.
Yes, I'm not only one.
But and then you have young Suzie clutching on to Lana Turner and her daughter's kind of whiteness while Juanita's trying to like usher her into her bosom. But that whole scene is just, like I said, sets up for the whole movie.
With the camera out there just trying to like,
and then Steve just trying to pimp himself, No, I'm just kidding. Like
early in the game,
he's trying to get into that family, and then I think Lana Turner, doesn't she like resist him from the get too and like push him off that?
She ends up falling for him. She can tell she's falling in love with him, but every time he's like gets serious. This is like it's a women's movie, but I'm not gonna put the men's point of view in it. But I'm gonna tell you, as a man, if you up in here and every time you try to profess your love to a woman, and she's like, yeah, then she's like, huh? Hollywood's calling. yeah. Broadway's calling. Like, damn, every time I come at you with some real heat, you like melt for a second, then all of a sudden.
That's it. That's how the women roll. Business is business.
Bye, Steve. She's like, bye, Steve.
And then she goes to like weirdo guys that are like from the production agency.
It's ambition. Ambition.
I mean,
man,
he loved her, and she has that little. She.
But I'm not asking a woman to give up her dream either. If you're at the hustle part of your life, you gotta go hustle.
She was trying to hustle too.
You won't be happy either if you get your Steve early and you gave up your hustle. Like you'd also be like, well, I got Steve.
And
Steve was a dreamboat.
But she accomplished so much. I mean, it's not, life ain't easy. Mm-hmm. It's like you could have everything, but you take balance, and no one's good at it from the get-go. There's gonna be ups and downs. No one's doing it perfectly. No one have the greatest relationship with their daughter and the greatest love affair and the greatest career all at the same time. Ain't gonna happen. We've seen so many people falter. Not that it's not gonna happen, but it's not as easy as it's.
Mm-hmm. I love that how you like explained it at the beginning of the movie. I didn't pay attention.
I didn't like.
Yeah,
but
that's the whole movie.
Denise.
That's the whole movie.
Denise.
I got you guys, dude. And I also want to point out as well that I love the just title of the movie. It's the whole movie is an imitation of life. Their friendship is an imitation of life. Like that's not a real friendship. It's one built on power. And
I know, and she says that one line in the movie, which is like, well, I never, knew you had friends or part of the...
Yeah, like, what do you...
You never asked. We've been living together for 20 years.
So that really got me to my mom's name is Juanita. It's really cute. So I was really in love with the character of Juanita.
Hashtag Juanita.
Juanita.
Exactly. And then for her to be so hardworking like she is, like that is my mom too. And my mom was a housekeeper and she would always bring me to her jobs and stuff. And to see her be Hispanic, and the people that she, worked for were mainly of white descent.
Right.
How to see how they treated her, and it wasn't poorly. It was just like a really professional kind of relationship where they tried to be your friend but also take advantage of you.
Right.
Kind of thing.
But,
I don't know really, but that just
has been a person of color, and especially the Latino community. Passing is a big thing because some Latinos could pass, and if you're on that passing tip, it's like we may not even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that so and so's kind of passing, even if you're not fully like I'm trying to be white. Everyone knows you're whiter than those other Latinos. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's
so, a certain way.
It's so funny that you say that. My brother and I were just having a conversation. My brother is I'm Salvadorian, half Salvadorian, and my brother is a little darker than me. Probably like he's a little more Dominican looking, but he was saying to me that, in some of his jobs he's been discriminated against, and I'm like, dude, that's crazy, because he's, Hispanic looking. He's also lives in North Carolina. And he used to live in Tennessee, and all of these things. I was just like, dude, that's never happened to me because I can pass for,
You could be a white girl. Denise, she's Latin. Like, what?
Dante can pass shit.
No, there was a time in my life. I wrote about
this guy can pass nothing.
I wrote about it in my book where I was working a lot as a kid, and my agents and managers at the time were suggesting I get a nose job. A nose job. Yes. And I was 16 at the time, 15, 16.
You thought about it.
I thought heavy. We made an appointment.
Stop. That's even more sad, dude. Like
we're about to do this. And then I had like a come to Jesus moment on my own.
Jesus moment.
In my mind, I was like, I can't do this.
You know who you are, though.
Well, yes. I said if I do a nose job, and the part of me is not, I don't know, to get people doing work on their face. Everyone's trying to do self-improvement. But there's an aspect of it with ethnic people, like euthanizing, trying to stay younger is your own thing, right? With age. But like ethnic people that are doing a lot of work are trying to make themselves look more white. Period. You know what I'm saying? The nose job on me was trying to make myself more white, looking to pass or to be more accepted. And I realized...
Let me cut you. Even though you did that nose job,
you are
not going to look like white.
That's what I stopped me. I was like, I'm never going to...
Right.
What am I even doing? But some people do it not even to pass as like to be white, but to just assimilate with like looking white-ish. White.
It's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The bleaching of the skin, more Eurocentric features in your face. I mean, ironically, white people are doing the opposite and trying to plump their lips up more and do other things.
Right, yeah.
Like, are we all crazy?
Getting tan.
Are we crazy?
Well, so that's the quote, the famous quote is, grass is always greener on the other side.
I know.
Yeah.
It's very much worse as we go along that grass. Not just, it gets treacherous. Not green.
It's insane. This movie really did bring out
how you look like
so many great just points. It was a great movie. I don't know.
Favorite moment.
Should we call Dante one more time doing his nose job?
No. Could you imagine if I had a 1980s nose job right now? Who the hell would I be, damn man?
Well, you never know. You probably would.
Michael Jackson up in this joint.
Please don't ever do that, Dante.
Favorite movie? I mean, your favorite moment or character in the movie?
Man. Yeah, probably that ending scene, man. I mean, that one. Oh, no. Actually, when Juanita goes back to her daughter's dorm and she's like, baby, let me look at you one more time.
Me too.
It's heartbreaking. I was like, what?
Well, she was like, as a mom, you're like,
I was like, come on, just go.
No,
like,
but as a mother.
If it was her, I'd be like, all right, you're not my daughter. Don't you dare call me my mom.
Hold on a second.
Get your shit out of my house. Just go.
Alice, hold on 1 second. Damn,
My
never give you
ears.
birth. I never give
Hold on a
birth.
second.
Daughter like
Hold on
you.
1 second.
Go
Hold
away.
on.
I will
There's
be-
people around who could be yelling. First off, none of us are mothers here. Denise got baby cat. We don't know. You can't. You say that now. A, you were probably
Right.
that daughter giving your mother hell. B, what she was at a place. You love your daughter so much. You're like. She was like, I'm good. Like you don't want this. You don't want me. You don't want this life. You want to do your own thing. I love you so much. I'm gonna let you go. I think as a parent, there comes a time in life where you have to let them go. You know what I'm saying? To a degree,
Right.
just do your own thing. So she was like, I'm gonna be at peace with it. Whatever happened, we didn't. It's ambition. It's her own. Just like Lana Turner's character doing ambition in the career. She had her ambition at home.
Right.
Like, her ambition was not wanting to be seen as black. And so, go live your life. It's your life. Go for it. It killed me though. Like I was saying earlier, Denise, when she was like, the friend came in and pretend like that's her mom, and now you pretend like she's the maid. Your mammy. And then she said goodbye. They're crying, and then she said mama, but like. She said mama like silence where Frank could hear her. She was like, bye. And I was like,
she's a
it's
spoiled
easy for you to be like, fuck this shit. But,
yes. See, she's a spoiled
but
brat.
everybody goes through the process.
hate it.
I also think she was, in the movie, she's probably 19, 20. She's young. She's doing it. I'm not
also,
it. I
You
still hold her
just find a
accountable.
way to justify
I'm
her
not
behavior.
justifying it. I'm just saying, put it in perspective.
I get it.
You ain't done nothing stupid at 19?
I can definitely see like the regret and the remorsefulness of it all. It's just, I don't know, man, a lot.
That was a heavy scene. Heavy scene.
That scene is like, at that time, I was screaming under the screen. I was like, this chick is dead to me.
All I gotta say is wait till Alice get a daughter. We'll see what's popping.
Did somebody say, Alice, I love you. Love you too. See? Somebody agrees
Alice
with me.
got a daughter. She was popping all of a sudden. Like, when Alice, I thought she was gonna be. I thought she was gonna be girl.
I'll beat Alice. Seriously, if she talks to me in the early age and early game and disrespect the mother, I beat the shit out of that kid.
This is America. You can't do that. This is
No,
America.
I'm gonna have the child in China.
We're gonna come back to this conversation when this happens. Please record this.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, those that's all I gotta say about that movie.
Well,
I know there's a whole bunch more, but
Amazing. I love your point of view.
We always love talking.
Thank you.
Yeah, you always have
Thank
different.
you.
We'll also let you know, since you're here, Denise, that
What up?
the next week's movie, the rest of the month, it's Asian American Pacific Honor Month, so we're gonna celebrate some Asian filmmakers this month, and for next week, you're gonna watch a film. It's in a different language.
Yes, guys, it's Mandarin.
Yes.
It's a film called
Finally.
Chungking Express.
Chungking Express.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
I have not. What's it about? What's
Well, who's it directed by? I'm looking in the phone. It's a famous film. I think it was around I want to say the 90s is when I saw it. Maybe early.
90s. It's Hong Kongese.
It's a Hong Kongese film.
Chungking.
okay.
There it goes. And
1994, directed by Wong Kar-wai.
Wong Kar-wai. That's right. Yes, Wong Kar-wai. You're gonna love it. It's been many years since I've seen it.
Lead.
So it's Asian. The last few weeks of May, we're gonna do Asian films. So
Romance comedy film.
I am all about it, dude. I'm all about it. So yeah, I'll be here, guys, and thank you again for letting me join on. I always love talking to you guys.
Yeah, we love talking to you. Everybody loves seeing you.
Bye, guys. Love you a whole
Bye,
bunch.
Denise.
That's Denise, the bee's knees.
Disney's.
The bee's knees. We have time for one more person before we bring on our last VIP guest. So hashtag mother. If you watch the movie and you want to talk about the movie, you got something to share with us.
Or you want to debate with Alice.
Don't get Alice up in here screaming. Nicole, you're the last person we're gonna bring on. So don't get this one screaming in here. If you watched Imitation of Life, the movie behind us, you have something to say about it. If you watch it, it's been great. If you watch it ever in your life, you have something to say.
Yeah.
Please drop some knowledge on us. It's been a very captivating conversation. So hashtag mother. If you got something to say, shout out to Britton Stone still with us. Mary 05, what's going on? Quinn Catton, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Elmira, what's going down? Strawberry Jam, you have some fan art for me? Drop it in my DMs and I'll check it out. Thank you for the fan art. XOXO Bianca, how you doing? Should we pick someone? We have a little 10 minutes, so should we oh, you know what? Let me see.
I was trying to look up the famous quote of movie Imitation of Life. It's the Denise just said it. It's is it Denise said it or
we're gonna bring in Allie. Allie from the mall says she wanna join us. Allie,
how are you gonna explain?
How you gonna explain?
How are you gonna explain? What is it?
Allie!
Hi!
She was
Allie in the car.
Allie in the car now.
What's poppin'?
I was just on my way home. How are you guys?
We're doing well. It's
Good.
Monday Cinema Club. We're talking about a movie called Imitation of Life. Have you seen the movie?
I did catch a clip of it.
What did you think about what you saw?
The funeral scene where is it Anna's
Annie died. Annie died. The daughter comes.
Yes, Annie.
Sarah.
The funeral scene really made me. Yeah, Sarah's mother passing away, and the part where she is screaming to get to her mother's casket, and
Yes.
when she manages to get up, to the end of the casket, and she's crying in the flowers. It really, got me there.
Well, yeah, especially since she dissed her mother in
I
life.
hate that part.
Right.
The mall.
And she spent all her money on the funeral. Which I get. It was really beautiful.
She
really
spent
beautiful
her
funeral.
all money in the funeral, but some people love that. Like some people want to do that. We will all respect that. People have a different opinion of the different decision of their life. But the daughter comes and then apologize and crying. That's
too late.
I got so angry.
Right. Exactly. Because
I got angry.
Right, because sometimes you only get one chance at life, and
Yeah.
when it's too late, that's what that's what sucks is that when it's too late, and when she went to apologize to her mother, it kind of. I'm trying to find the words to describe it, but I'm like,
Allie in the car.
been,
One thing I'm worried about is you're in the car. Are you okay? Keep your eyes on the
oh yeah, I'm fine. I am awesome.
What if she got pulled over like middle of the conversation?
Talking to the police like, hey.
I'm having a deep conversation.
Have you watched Imitation of Life? Because we need to talk to you about some things.
Have you watched Imitation of Life?
What's have you guys mentioned the next movie yet, or what?
Yeah,
for next
we're watching
week?
Chungking Express next week. Chungking Express. It's
It's
Asian
a foreign
American
film.
Pacific Honor Month, so we're gonna do a foreign film named Chungking Express. We'll post it on our socials.
Is that you said it's a Mandarin, is that right?
Mandarin, Wong Kar Wai.
Yes.
Wong Kar Wai direction.
Nice.
Like,
Is it a movie from the 50s?
no, from the 90s, 94.
Okay, I was thinking of a different. There was this really good Chinese movie that I saw. I can't remember the name of it, but it was also, I believe, in Mandarin, and it was about a family living in, I think it was like Shanghai, and
I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name.
yeah, two of their children passed away. In the movie, like the daughter died from childbirth, and the son died from a brick wall falling on him. I can't remember the name of the movie, but yeah, I'll have to check out this next movie you guys requested.
Yes, Chungking Express.
Chungking Express
Now,
for
Allie in the car, I just want to say thank you for calling. I want you to get back to your driving because I'm worried.
Yes, sir. Well, I will hopefully get to talk to you guys next week about this movie.
Have a good week.
You too, Disco Skater.
Allie in the mall.
Now it's Allie in the car.
All right, our last guest we're bringing on as we round up the hour is going to be our friend here, Nicole.
I feel like the movie Funeral. The Funeral. It's gonna be
the funeral.
Funeral is like legendary funeral. Like you'll. Whoa!
Oh,
Nicole,
happy birthday!
Happy late birthday, Nicole.
Happy late belated birthday.
Thank you.
How was it?
It was fine. I went to the city, celebrated it.
Awesome.
With who?
My sister.
Damn, you couldn't talk about dates and stuff. How was your Mother's Day?
It was good. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse with my mom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I love Brazilian steakhouses. That sounds amazing.
Steakhouses.
And then how was
Delicious.
this movie?
It was interesting because like it was interesting because I could sort of somewhat relate to Sarah Jane.
Oh yeah?
Because she's like wanting to, because she's like half, she's like trying to reject that. She's trying to fit into societal standards at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas that time, their race sort of defined who you were, and during the pre-civil movement.
What's your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene was when Sarah Jane had that date, and that guy sort of beat her up because.
That was intense. How intense was that damn scene?
Isn't it crazy? Like,
I mean, it is crazy, but I think it can happen today, but especially in those days that people find out you're something that, you're not. It can be...
I mean, lying is bad too.
Lying is bad.
Lying is bad. You shame of yourself. You shame it of yourself. You shamed who you are. That's bad already. But that beat up because she's half black.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Race, it happens in race. It happens in gender and sex and these things. People that aren't dating, we find out some person is, you think they're one gender, but you find that they're actually another gender, and then the amount of violence that happens towards that.
You thought I'm Mexican in first place.
I thought you was Mexican, but you didn't beat me up because you're not that kind of person. And I didn't beat you up because I ain't that kind of person.
You were about to beat me up. You got disappointed.
That wasn't. I've never heard of an Uyghur. I thought that was extra special. What? What's your favorite moment or scene in the movie? Nicole?
I love Nicole just like...
Not favorite, but like,
there,
what's a memorable?
Sits there and listen to us.
My memorable scene is, I think that part where she sort of when the mom, Annie, sort of catches her, and she sort of like tells her like to stay away, and that sort of leads to Annie to tear to death later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, did you feel the mother-daughter story? Obviously, you're a sister and you have a mother. Did you feel the conflicts and the feelings between the good and the bad with your mother-daughter relationships? You cool with your mom saying yes?
Yeah, we have a nice relationship.
You ever have those hard days where you're like, "Ma, you don't understand what the hell I'm going through"?
That's not...
I guess because she's like sort of like an immigrant, like also sort of like first generation.
Well, yeah, first generation is the same. It's not the same thing as obviously hiding if you're black or whatnot. But there are, even in our culture, my culture, whether it's the Asian side, Latino side, where we are ashamed of our immigrant. You're not pretending you're not Asian or Latino, but you're definitely not promoting that your parent is an immigrant. Like, or if people come in and see your parent or grandparents being immigrants, like growing up is something to be ashamed of to a degree.
Yeah.
So I think we all.
So I'm never ashamed of my accent. I'm a first generation immigrant. I'm so proud. And guess what?
No, you're not, but your child may be like, my mom speaks funny.
Oh, guess what? Guess what am I gonna do?
What?
Slap her or him. Asian mom. Slap the face. Nicole's face is like...
Nicole's like, I'm awkward.
I'm like, I'm not Asian, I can't explain.
Or Latina. There's also people that are very ashamed that their parents have accents or they're not as American, because we're trying to fit in. As Americans, you try to fit in, and if you don't fit into what's going on around you, sometimes you feel.
No, I feel like we're so cool. Like people who has accent, people speaks more than one language, and immigrant, we're already cool. Like I don't feel like this is a bad side. Like we're like shame of ourselves, and I don't feel like I'm a second citizen or anything. I'm already cool, so I'm gonna own up for that. I'm gonna let my kids know. They're like, damn, my mom speaks funny, but guess what? She's cool. Like they will be proud. So,
You think our kids will be cooler than us?
huh?
Say if we ever had kids that would ever be cooler than us?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Exactly.
Nicole, we're just on here talking trash.
And I'm here reacting.
We just wanted to wish you. It's 4:00 now, so we gotta go soon. But we want to wish you a happy birthday. Thank you so
Happy
much for joining us
birthday.
on Monday Cinema
Thank
Club.
you.
It's always a joy talking to you,
Always
and
a
we always
joy.
thank you for watching the movies with us. Next week's gonna be Chungking Express. This is an Asian film. It's in Mandarin.
Her face is so confused.
I don't know. I don't know how to spell that.
Chungking Express. Long car Y.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna post it.
on
We're gonna
my,
post it on our socials.
Social.
It's in Mandarin. You got to read. You're gonna have to read subtitles.
Ready for the subtitle.
Okay.
She's
I
like,
prepare.
I feel like Nicole's like, I have something to do next Monday. See you guys later. Bye. She's just gonna leave.
Thank you, Nicole.
All
Bye. Happy
right.
belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Nicole.
All right, Nicole. Always a pleasure.